Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Reina, and I'll be doing a general reading for everyone from the sign of Scorpio. This being a general reading, it may not resonate with everyone, so take what does and let go of what doesn't. The cards have already been shuffled, and the intention has already been set. I'd like to start this reading by saying a prayer, and if you wish to join me, you may choose to do so by closing your eyes and repeating after me. Dear God, please give us the strength when we're weak, love when we feel forsaken, courage when we are afraid, wisdom when we feel foolish, comfort when we feel alone, hope when we feel rejected, guidance when we feel lost, and peace when we feel in turmoil. Amen. So let's go ahead and get started with the reading. I will go ahead and pull start with two oracle cards, one oracle card and an angel card. An angel card is basically a card that has a synchronicity number or an angel number. What That's how the spiritual world communicates with us when they or spirits of love and light or ancestors, anyone from the spiritual world wants to communicate with us, even your spiritual guides or your angels, they you'll find that a number keeps showing up in your path, and that number has a meaning, and that's the message that they had tried to communicate to you, um, through numbers. And like I said, that's how the spiritual world communicates. I will also be pulling an additional card, and this will kind of give us a start to. And it seems like this reading has a lot of emphasis on serenity and meditation and going inwards. But let's find out what the meditation card says. It says, meditation. Take some time out to focus and be silent. Calm your overactive mind and become one again with your soul. The answer you seek will come to you when you are at peace with yourself. I'm going to put that right there. Um, the second card talks about serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let the past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. Beautiful. Let's see what number 21, Angel 21, has for you. And you could even Google it and see if you get an additional message or a different message than this. And the main message is I'm inspiring, and your overall message is you are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything you do, from your sparkling conversations to your most prized projects. This is basically what I'm getting with this. This is an invitation more so than an emphasis. I mean, this is an invitation for you to embody that energy, that to be creative and to, to succeed and to, use your imagination and charge forward. Um, you know, even with your conversations or your projects, but do everything with an inspiring attitude. Basically, your angels want you to embody this, you know, energy of inspiration and enthusiasm for life, and that is the message from number 21, angel number 21. So let's go ahead and get started with the traditional tarot. and I will focus on um, past, present, and future. And I will be using some clarifications. So it's called occultic cross, and this is going to represent your past energy as the opening energy. This is represents your present energy, and this is your crossing energy. This is going to represent your conscious mind. These are the things that you think about or you will be thinking about through this month. By the way, this is for the month of August. This covers the whole month of August, and these are the energies that you are going to be working with throughout the month. And this is your subconscious mind. This is the part of us that connect with our source, with God, and these are things that we may not even be aware of. That is important for us to know, as it will offer us guidance along the path. This is your main energy, what the energy is going to be for you for the month of August. And this is your environment. This could be your home or your place of employment, whatever your environment is. This represents your hopes or fears, depending on which card it is. It's going to mean different things. And this is the short term outcome. This is like what will manifest in the very near future, week to 2 weeks time frame, or it may be as early as a day from now. And this is the overall energy for the month um, of um, of August. So that being said, let's get started by opening the cards one by one. Okay. You the main energy and the reason past is suggest that you may have been in a situation where you felt like there was a balance between giving and receiving. Um, you were in a place where you felt harmonious, where you felt like you felt like you were sharing your generosity. You were at a place where you were um, in balance, um, in balance, and in a sense of, for a lot of you, you made it even felt like you were in a place where you're being paid your worth. But overall, this could also be in health, where you felt like your health is in balance, where you felt like you um, on the physical sense, you felt very much like things are in the scale of balance when it comes to giving and receiving. This could be even with relationships, where you feel like things are in an even scale. So that is the energy of, we're going to get more clarifications on terms of what this this energy is. For a lot of you, it could very well be, and this is what I'm getting based on the fact that I'm getting the Five of Wands at the end of the deck, that I'm getting the opposite of what it will be to be getting the um, equal giving and receiving. I'm getting that for a lot of you, you felt that you were in this energy of six is harmony, five is change and disharmony, basically the opposite. So in other words, you felt like you were in a place where things were being given to one more than they were given to you, basically out of balance. You felt in a situation where you felt um, there was a lot of petty conflicts and basically different priorities and oppositions and competition for resources in some cases. And but overall, personality clashes and annoyance. So you basically, these are not major things, but it's definitely the opposite of what the Six of Pentacles is about. The Six of Pentacles is mainly about balance, being given and receiving the equal amount, which the Five of Wands is, it's completely, chaos and just disharmony, disbalance, bickering, irritability, group, people competing for the resources, and which is basically, if we look at the image of Six of Pentacles, there is a suggestion in the scale that they're being given to the man is giving to one, but the other one is not receiving. So there is not necessarily based on the image. It's not an equal, but giving and receiving per the image of of the of the card itself. But the meaning of it, it's basically equal giving and receiving. But this, based on the card next to it, this suggests that it has the opposite meaning, that you made it felt like you were not in an even situation, like you were giving more, you were giving more than what you were getting. That's the energy that I'm getting, and that's for you to discern in which area that might have been. So right now you are very connected with spirituality. Your spirituality for a lot of you is going to be God. It's going to be, people have different, will have a, will refer to God or source or the universe. But your present energy is very connected to God. Maybe you've been praying a lot. Maybe you've been meditating a lot. You really, that maybe goes in alignment with a meditation card. So maybe because of this Five of Swords energy, you've been really meditating about guidance and knowing what to do. But it suggests that you, the Hierophant is the card that talks about that it's basically the God card, what people, or the universe, the source or source card. And what you could benefit from, because the crossing energy is energy that could be beneficial for you. And the death card is not necessarily death on itself. It means death of the conflict of the Five of Wands and this disharmony that you presented on the recent past. So this is a energy that is inviting you to let it die, let it go, because if you let go of that, a new beginning will present itself, and there will be transformation through that process of letting go. There will be a renewal, there will be a rebirth and liberation. Basically, by letting go of that, there will be time, there will be place for the new. So that is, being a major arcana is strongly recommended for you to let go of this petty conflicts, because they, you know, you feeling like you're not being paid your worth, or competing for resources, or feeling like you're getting less than what you're giving, and all that, that in essence could be petty. For, I mean, not being judgmental, but it could be petty when you feel like you're giving more. I mean, because if you're going to give with your heart, do the best that you can, and you're not expecting for someone to match you, because when you're doing something with expectations of being matched is when it becomes petty. So you don't, and ultimate, that's never the goal. um, and that also, I mean, that also, that's a recommendation. That's by no means something that we all have to pick what worked best for us. Um, then we have in your mind space, it seems like you have a lot of childhood memories. You're dealing with a lot of nostalgia, a lot of the past returning, for a lot of past reunions, I should say, or just overall just nostalgia. And you're thinking of those moments where harmony, where you felt more harmonious at home, or you felt like you were at a place of more kindness. And it's almost like you're reminiscing of, some people will call it the good old days, or in a lot of cases, it could just simply mean that that you're at a place where you're looking back, and you're looking at where you are now, and you see things with a certain level of nostalgia. So we could all go there sometimes, and we could, but it's not healthy to stay there too long. But it's good to look back, and but most importantly, look back, look where we've been, and go back to where we need to be headed, because staying on the past is never a good thing. For a lot of you, it could mean that soon you will be reuniting with someone from the past. But overall, this is the card of nostalgia that suggests that you are looking at times where you felt that warmth and harmony. What the universe wants you to know is that there's about the new cycle is about to begin. Like the death card says, by letting go of the old, there will be place for the new. And the Ace of Wands talks about new cycles, new beginnings, and being that it fall under the place of the subconscious, which is connected to source, and given that you're very connected to source in this particular month, um, this suggests that there will be a new cycle in your life. Uh, you know, there will be new, enterprise for some of you will be different things, but it will be, you will have a new determination, like a new level. For a lot of you, it could be a renovated health. For a lot of you, it could be a new project, a new, it's something that is kind of like God giving you that wand, that gift. It's like a gift that is coming from the universe that is offering you expansion. So, by you letting go of this energy that is not serving you, and allowing the new to flow, because it's through death that something is going to resurface, something beautiful is going to resurface. And that is ultimate your gratification, or your gift from the universe. Something it's going the new cycle is going to mean different things for different people, but it's definitely something that is being gifted to you because of the position of where the card falls. And right now, it suggests that you feel very burdened. You feel very tired physically. You're just feeling a little bit like you're working too hard. Maybe you've been um, applying yourself or pushing yourself too hard with physically, um, but you feel pretty exhausted. um, for a lot of you, you could be feeling a little bit like poor me, but basically this is a card that suggests that you're physically just overwhelmed and exhausted. um, you be worrying too much in some cases of what others think of you. That could be for some of you, but this is the card that really says you need to delegate and get help. I mean, you feel very burdened, and the responsibilities on you are really um, not serving you. So, and this is how this whole month of August, it seems like you may be in that energy. You're just feeling physically tired. Uh, but what the universe recommends is to get the help, because you don't have to do it. This is a card that says you don't have to do it all alone. And in your environment, it seems like you have happiness, and you're looking at, um, relationships and family ties and satisfaction and completion, but overall is good fortune, and you're looking at harmony being restored, and you're at a place where it goes in alignment with meditation. You're at a place where you're um, looking at things through gratitude, um, and you're working on being aligned with your true self, with your true nature. So that's something that it's in your environment. Environment meaning work, meaning maybe you are a place where or your workplace where it makes you feel, mm, you feel at home. You feel like you're satisfied. You feel like you're completing. You feel good about the work that you're putting in. Or if it is your home, you're a place where you feel happy in that in that space, so to speak. That's your comfort zone. That's your happy place, as we call it. And it's where you feel the happiest. You feel aligned with your true self. And like I said, the place is going to different. It's going to be different for different people. It could be your workplace. It could be your home. um, what do we have in hopes? And I say hopes um, because of the cards around it, really. Um, Justice could be fears, if depending on the other cards that surround it. Um, and in this particular case, it's not a fear; it's a hope, because you're given that you have the hierophant here, the highest connection to our source. You are hoping for balance. You're hoping for this burden to be lifted. You're hoping for you know, for justice to be served, and the cost of effects of law and order and fairness and the truth. You're looking for justice on the physical sense and on the spiritual sense. You're looking for balance in every aspect, in every sense of the word. So that is what you're in your hopes. Let's see what we have here for um, um, the short-term outcome. And we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card that talks about being in your head a lot. When we feel like we can't think clearly, we put restrictions in our minds. We uh, insulate or bond, uh, and we feel like we're bond, and we're um, they're meant to be broken. You feel like you're paralyzed and tied down and blindsided, like you can't see clearly. But all these things only happen in your mind. You could be in a position where you're not moving forward, you're just kind of like standing still. And this is an energy that I'm not saying that it's happening at this precise moment, because in your home environment suggests that you're experiencing happiness, that you're in a place of gratitude, at least that you feel grateful for the place that you have in some cases, or your work environment. But in your mind space, it suggests that you may not, that you may be, self-sabotaging yourself maybe a little bit. You're not moving forward or backward. You're kind of stuck in your head. This is not, for a lot of you, will also mean physically, because our mind could stop us from moving forward physically. But for a lot of you, it could just mean you could be stuck in an issue, or could be stuck with the energy of the five of wands here and the six of pentacles together, where you're just stuck in conflict or not letting go of some kind of disagreement that you may have had in the past, or some kind of irritability, or for a lot of you, it could just simply mean that you're just stuck, meaning you just not don't know what to do with, with here with your divine life purpose. You with the number 21, the suggestion to be inspiring, you're just not inspired. You're just kind of stuck. The opposite. That's why they're suggesting for you to be inspired, because they see that you're stuck in your mind. Not a judgment. We're all been there and done that. Sometimes it's hard to see. Um, Little things could throw us out of balance, or things could throw us out of balance, and we get this self-imposed restrictions, and they're only made in our heads, and it's hard for us to see what's in front of us, so to speak. Um, Even if we have a safe space, which is home. What I like about the overall energy moving forward, is that we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is all about movement forward, and movement forward from a place of heart, meaning you're going to be receiving a cup of love that is essentially going to move you out of the energy of the Eight of Swords, which is basically the opposite. With the Eight of Swords, you're not moving at all, you're paralyzed, but you're going to come out of that energy, because the Knight of Cups suggests movement forward. So that pretty much gives me the understanding that stuckness, the being stuck, is temporary. It's not something that you're going to be um, that you're going to be stuck for very long. Let's get a clarifier from this one, and then we'll move to that. Okay. This card suggests that the answers are within you. That's exactly what the Eight of Swords is about. I mean, it's within you. You're stuck in your head, but the answers are within you. You could come out of that. If you just, the way to come out of that energy is by acknowledging that it's in your head, that it's made up, but it's made up by your head. And what that's going to do is give you Four of Wands energy, which is it's going to bring you back into stability. It's going to bring you back into it's going to it's going to like a reset. You're going to get a rite of passage. It's going to be, it's going to help you rebuild yourself and feel strong and get that strong foundation in community. It's going to reinstate energetically. It's going to make you strong. That's basically by going inwards, because the hermit is all about it's kind of the same as meditation. It's all about introspection, going inwards, and you know the enlightenment and the inner truth and divine inspiration. I mean, looking inwards for the answers, that instead of looking outwards. But not through the mind space, but through our solar plexus and our heart center, looking for those answers, because that's where you're going to find the answers. Clearly your mind is playing a trick on you, but you are going to be able to come out of that, and you are going to be presented with choices, because um, you know the Eight of Cups suggests exactly that you will be presented with choices, and the best choice, and some of the choices are going to be even surprises to you, but the the best choices that you could the choice that is going to best suit you is the choice that comes from the heart. For a lot of you, it suggests that even though you're at a place of stability, you're still going to be a little bit trigger there with choices where um, you may be at a situation where uh, you need to kind of look at what's what's real and what's not real, because you are still coming out of the Eight of Swords energy, where you've been paralyzed and making things up in your head, and that's somehow going to still reflect in your ability to make choices. And some of them you may be feeling like there's an illusion, like you gotta watch out for perception and making the right choice as they get presented in front of you, because with the Four of Wands, it suggests that there will be, for a lot of you, there will be celebration, there will be success and projects and things of that nature. um, but with the Seven of Cups, it suggests that with the choices that you're going to be presented within, because the Four of Wands is all about stability. You're going to be stable physically, but you're still going to be trying to balance your mind and your heart, and to make the right choices. Um, and this could be in any sector of your life. And I love that. That's the icing on the cake, because with the Eight of Wands, it suggests that you're going to be able to make the right choices, because the Seven of Cups is almost like the universe presenting you choices, giving you the stability and presenting choices in front of you. These choices could come in any form imaginable. But with the Eight of Wands, it talks about that it's going to happen very fast. It's going to be like a surprise move, sudden change, um, and unexpected news. And they could, for a lot of you, it could even mean air travel. Um, but arrows of love and success assured. Overall, this card tells me that whatever choice you're going to make there with the Eight of Cups is going to be success assured. That is going to be, you're gonna come out completely out of that Eight of Swords energy, and that confusion that the Seven of Cups could bring sometimes. But because when we get presented with several choices, sometimes we become paralyzed and don't choose anything, because that's what the Eight of Swords is about. The Eight of Swords paralyzes us, and even though the choices are in front of us, we just um, don't make any choices. But what's going to help you a lot is meditation. That's basically what I'm getting there with the Hermit card. Basically, meditation is going to be your best answer, your best weapon to throughout the whole month, going inwards and trying to find what, because the answers are not going to be coming from the outside, but from the inside. Oh, that is so beautiful. I love it when that happens. So the Eight of Cups gets verified by the by the Knight, excuse me, the Knight of Cups gets verified by the Knight of Cups, which means indeed somebody's coming your way with a cup of love that is going to get you out of this. It's here you're presented with a cup of love. You're going to take that cup, and that cup is going to move you forward, and it's going to move you forward with for that for with that energy. And I see you, um, working. Um, I see you like applying yourself at whatever your at your job. You're gonna be, you know, whatever it is that it brings you joy and passion. For a lot of you, it could be your job. It could be for a lot of you it will mean that you are going to be, working your craft. Applying at your job. Focusing on your job, focusing on 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 your profession. You're doing the groundwork. For a lot of you, it could mean that you're just practicing something you really really enjoy, and you're trying to perfect your craft. And how do you perfect your craft? By practicing. So and that doing but doing that apparently brings you a lot of joy, because it's something that you are going to improve your craft, um, with a Eight of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun, which is the best card of the whole tarot. Which that all in all, it suggests that you are going to come out of this energy and you are going to transition into the Sun. The Sun, it talks about being able to being victorious, being able to get this stability, coming from instability to stability, letting go of the burdens that you've been feeling, letting go of the paralysis analysis. Justice is going to be it's going to be served, and it's going to be served in your favor. A new cycle is going to begin. You're really tapping into meditation, into source. You're trying to find that serenity within you, that through meditation. You're trying to find the inspiration to move forward, and through that you are going to be feeling, um, if you go inwards here with the Hermit, you are going to be able to, at the end of the month, you're going to be feeling much better in terms of everything, because like I said, the Sun card is the best card of the whole tarot. And it talks about being successful and feeling happy and prosperous, and the hope and joy and love, being feeling satisfied, and feeling, and for a lot of you it will even mean health, um, and feeling like you're being fulfilled and receiving. For a lot of you, the Sun card will mean that you will receive great news, and that's the great news are going to be brought to you by a Knight of Cups. There's no gender in the tarot. It could be male or female, but it's a younger energy. um, and when I'm talking about younger energy, it doesn't mean of age. That means maturity level. Someone that is maybe at that level where he's working his way up to being a king, but it's someone that it's bringing you a couple love that is going to help you with your craftsmanship. It's going to help you on the physical sense. um, and that's ultimate. Your goal is to get that couple love and find that joy and happiness, and come from stability to stability. And that's pretty much all I have for you for today. I am going to pull a card. um, you may ask yourself right now a question, something that is important to you, and this is very serious. I'm going to pull a card, and that card is going to give you the answer. And it's going to be for your highest good. So that is the answer. Now ain't it's not the time. So basically, whatever the whatever it is that you ask right now is not the time. You got to give it time. That is not a no, but it is a card of patience. Like, you just got to wait it out, and the time will come. So that is what I have for you for today. I'm going to end this reading with, hope, wishing you the best, wishing that, um, for you for you to become the person you were meant, determined to, destined to become, and your love fully and laugh often and create kindness and joy in the world. And most of it, I wish you blessings and I wish you happiness. If you find these readings useful, please subscribe and like the videos. That will help me um, position myself and continue doing these readings if I know that they're actually making a difference, as that is my goal. Many blessings to you, and this is for the month of August. Much love to you. Bye bye.